Hey there YouTube! So it's summer, so that can only mean one thing, the event of the summer, BookTubeathon. So if you don't know what BookTubeathon is, it is a week-long readathon here on BookTube. It is run by the amazing and wonderful Ariel Bissett, who I adore so much. Basically, it is a readathon where there's reading challenge and there's also video challenges, and it's just like a really fun thing that the whole BookTube community comes together to do, and it is like my favorite thing ever because it combines videos and reading. So today I am here to bring you my TBR, my to be read for the BookTubeathon. So there are reading challenges that go with BookTubeathon to help you kind of guide your reading, I guess, or what you're gonna read during the week. Actually, this week for BookTubeathon is a very busy week for me. I have to work a lot this week, and I also have to go out of town. Not the most ideal readathon week for me, so I'm not gonna be able to do all of the reading challenges, but I'm gonna try to do a lot of them, and I'm gonna try to do as many video challenges as I can. So I have 5 books that I want to read this week. I have a 6th in case that I'm not feeling any of the other ones, but it's not going to be on my official TBR. Maybe it is. I'll just put it on the official TBR. It's fine. There's 6 books. One of them I'm not going to be too pressed if I don't get to. The rest of them I'm going to really try to read. So for the reading challenges, these are kind of all over the place. I tried to write down what I thought I was going to do, but some of these can be multiple challenges, so it's fine. The one challenge I'm not going to complete is read 7 books. I'm not planning on trying to do that one. The first challenge is to read a book with a person on the cover. So I thought I would read Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. So from my understanding, this book is like a sci-fi book. Adults who are childhood friends, and they're kind of discovering some things that happened to them, like the meaning behind or the reality of some things that happened to them as a kid. Apparently it's very good. Very well worth the read, so I am excited to read this. It has a person on the cover. It's a face. The next challenge that I'm going to try to complete is to read a hyped book, and I picked The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. So obviously everybody knows this book. It's so popular right now. There's a TV show. I really want to watch the TV show, but I think I want to read the book first, so I'm going to really try to get through this one. Definitely want to check this out. It's really talked about because there's some things happening in the world that are a little bit, I don't know, this seems strangely relevant for being a dystopian novel. Next is finish a book in one day, and I could probably finish all of these books in one day, and the one I'm picking is probably not the most obvious pick, but I'm picking This Savage Song by V.E. Schwab, or Victoria Schwab. But this could also count as a hyped book because everybody talks about this and Victoria Schwab, because apparently she's amazing. Read the first Dark Shade of Magic, it's great. But this is a YA novel. The rest, everything else I have are adult novels, so they might take me a little bit longer, but this is a YA novel, so it might take me a little bit less time to read. I generally read YA a little quicker than I do adult novels or adult fiction. The next challenge is to read a book that you bought completely because of the cover, and I bought We Are Okay by Nina LaCour, and I've heard very good things about this book. Apparently this is a very good book, but this cover is flippin' gorgeous. Look at how beautiful this cover is, and even the end pages are just beautiful. Beautiful. So I don't know a ton about this. I think something happens to the main character. I think maybe her mother dies, somebody dies, and she kind of reconnects with her best friend and tries to deal with it. Something like that. But this is a beautiful cover. It looks like a cover that a graphic novel would have, and I thought this was a graphic novel just because of the art style of this, but it is definitely not a graphic novel. And the last official book on my TBR, the last challenge is to read a book completely outside, and I don't have a lot of space or opportunities to read outside. I know that sounds like I'm making excuses, but I just moved to a new place, so I don't really know the area, or if there's a place I can go to sit and read for a bit. And then I do have a little terrace deck situation going on here, but I don't have anything to sit on, and I'd just be like sitting on like concrete, and that's not really fun. So I decided to pick a short book so that I could find someplace and I don't have to spend a long time there, and I could kind of just read it in one sitting. And I decided to pick a graphic novel, and I picked the graphic novel for Voltron, Legendary Defender. Voltron, Legendary Defender is actually a Netflix show. It is an animated show. I am complete Voltron trash. I don't talk about how much I love Voltron that much unless you're at a convention with me and I'm just screaming over Voltron cosplayers. Somebody please cosplay Voltron with me. I really, really want to. But I found out that there was a graphic novel for it, and I just kind of want more of these characters. The new season comes out like beginning of August, so it'd be great to like read some Voltron and then go and binge the whole next season. So I'm Voltron trash, so Voltron graphic novel. The last book, which is sort of like my emergency read, is going to be Fairest by Marissa Meyer, and this is like kind of a, is it a novella? I don't know what it is, but it's part of the Lunar Chronicles series. It's the only one I haven't read because it's like solely about like Lavanna and like her origin story or whatever. This cover is really creepy. Like, I don't like looking at this cover because it creeps me out. This is terrifying. So this is just kind of like an emergency thing. It's gonna be really fast for me to read, and it's the only part of the Lunar Chronicles that I haven't read yet. So if I can get around to it, or I need like I can't get into anything else, I'm gonna read Fairest. And that is my TBR for Booktubeathon. Hopefully I can read all these books, or at least a good portion of them, because I've been like dying to read like all of these. So let me know if you're doing Booktubeathon also. Love to like watch what you're doing, stuff like that. What are you reading? Stuff like that. Make sure to stay tuned to my channel because I'm going to be doing as many of the video challenges as I can. Subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications so you can see all of my Booktubeathon reading updates and video challenges. Video, please give it a thumbs up, and like I said, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more like book fun things besides Booktubeathon from me. That's all I've got for you guys today. I'm Chrissy Lou. Till next time, matane!